This is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in Chesterfield County. Today we're going to take a look at a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath home. This home is located here in a really nice, quiet subdivision. We've got very little traffic that comes through. All of the homes are similar. I believe these are all one-level living homes. Of course, it's a newer subdivision with great curb appeal. One of the things I love about this home is that we have a finished basement. That's going to be a full finished basement. I know my northerners love finished basements. We don't see them very often here in Central Virginia. It's just one of the things that is a little different about this area compared to many areas up north. But they give a lot of flexibility as far as your planning of what you can do in your home. Nice big space that's open, gives you the ability to have a family room, perhaps a home gym, playroom, whatever your needs are. You can pretty much make it happen there in unfinished space. Wide open finished space. This is also a corner lot, and the corner lots, of course, are a premium. This is an interesting backyard because we have some area that is more finished, and then we have a more natural habitat here. So I like the fact that we actually back up to this wood line. We do have a patio area in addition to the deck, and so those are definitely nice benefits here at this property, and not too much grass to cut. So I know many people are not big fans of coming out and sweating in a yard. This is definitely a manageable yard. I'm getting ready to have a webinar here in July 31st. That's a Thursday at 7 p.m. The registration link will be below. Make sure you register. I'd love to have you. There are a number of agents here locally that are doing webinars, but I do mine a little differently. I just got off the line with my preferred lender for my first-time buyers, and her and her husband shared with me that the first generation program that I've talked about in the past is going to be an ongoing program, and that's huge. Many of the programs that come out are kind of one and done. They'll introduce them, and then a few months later, the money will be gone and the program goes away. This first generation program will be around. The money will run out periodically, but then it will be replenished. And so the important thing about first-time home buying in particular is you've got to work with the right institutions, the right people that are knowledgeable about these programs. There is not really any advertising about these programs. So the people in the know are the ones that typically are able to take advantage of it. And that's going to be a savings of hundreds of dollars per month for individuals that can take advantage of it. I mentioned the guidelines before, but it is important to realize that even if you don't qualify, even if you have a parent that has owned in the past 3 years, that there are other programs that are still available, and grant money is plentiful in addition to 100% financing. There are people that closed this month on homes here in Central Virginia that were eligible for $10,000, $20,000 or more in grant money, but didn't get it because the agent that they worked with and or the loan officer that they worked with either didn't offer those programs or weren't aware of them. So just because you're a first-time buyer, just because you qualify, does not mean you're automatically going to get anything special. So it's important to make sure that you work with a lender and a realtor that specialize in first-time buyer business. I'm excited about the webinar because we're going to talk about many of the things that you need to know to maximize your investment and even to save a tremendous amount of money, not only on the purchase, on the financing, but also on the month-to-month. I'll give you a quick example. I went out with a buyer just a couple days ago, and we looked at the home, and I pointed out to him, I said, this electric baseboard and these window units, this is the most expensive way to heat and cool a home. And of course, it has nothing to do with the home itself, but it did have everything to do with his monthly budget. Okay, the home would heat and cool. Those systems were functional. However, my job when representing a buyer is to make sure they're fully aware of everything that could impact them. In addition, ongoing costs in the future. So I take that very seriously. We pointed that out to him. He ultimately did not want that home, and I can understand why. My job was not to sell him that home. My job was to inform. And if the home is right, it's right. If it's not, we keep it moving and find one that simply is. Okay, let's go on in and take a look. As we come in, we have a hallway going straight back. To the left is going to be our garage and our basement. And we're going to start here on the secondary bedroom wing. And we have a full bath here. Now, I like this full bath because it is super close to the front door. If you're like me, this is one of the first places I'm going to go when I enter the home. We've got a nice tile surround here. And throughout this home, we've got a nice neutral color palette. I believe that's a cultured marble top there on that vanity. One of the other beautiful things about relatively new homes is that technology was taken into account when the home was built. And here's my example. Most builders know that a TV is probably going to go in each bedroom. We've got a hole there and then a hole here. The thought process is that you will go ahead and fish those wires down from your monitor, from your TV, down low, and that way you don't have random wires just hanging out, looking all crazy there on your wall. So a nice way to keep your wall, keep your interior looking nice and neat. Our closet right here. Our second bedroom is going to be about the same size, and we have similar colors, the same carpet in here. Our closet is here to the right. And we're now going to go to the other side of the home. This home does have a 2-car front entry garage, and that door is right here. This garage does feature an opener. We do have some additional shelving on both sides of the garage. So that's great if you have items that you want to store here. And we have an electric water heater right there in the middle of the frame. So good storage space. You can put a car or two in there. And we do have an alarm here, a ring alarm system. We're now going to go downstairs and take a look at our finished basement. Okay, we are down here in our finished basement. Nice wide open space. We've got wood floors down here. This would be a great place to maybe put a second family room if you entertain. A great place to put perhaps a pool table, make it a game room. If you are the type of person that has a lot of furniture, of course some additional furniture can go down here. We have a full bath downstairs, which is unusual, and even more unusual is a secondary bathroom with dual shower heads and a jetted tub. So that is a really neat feature here. We got the surround here with the ceramic tile. I just love those jetted tubs. I imagine if you were using this down here as a home gym, that would be a great way to relieve some of those sore aching muscles. Get in that tub and let those jets go to work. Okay, we got surround here on all sides of the electronic fireplace, and our slider here going out to the back. Now, one of the things that I found interesting here, we have a remote, and that remote operates this curtain system. And so you push the button and it goes ahead and closes or opens those shades there, which is a really neat feature. As we come on back here to the back side, I'm going to give you a shot here from the corner so you can see how massive this downstairs basement is. Directly ahead is going to be our heat pump. And we don't have lights in all of these spaces, so I apologize if it's a little dark. Little storage there. That's just a little storage nook. And then we've got a full-blown room here. Now, this would be a good place if you wanted to use this as storage. Great place to store items. And then more unfinished space here. We've got a sump pump in place. And I just really like what they did here in this space on this finished basement. Okay, we're gonna go back upstairs and see what else we have in store. One of the other things that I love about webinars is we will be able to take the time to answer questions. I know people have different questions. There's a lot of misinformation out in the marketplace. We'd like to get those myths under control. And when I share something about something that's factual, I'm going to share you a resource to back up what I say. I'm a big believer in making sure that consumers are well educated. That's the reason I've done over 1,400 videos. We take it very seriously and have taken it very seriously over a decade. Okay, we are now in our upstairs family room, open to our kitchen, our pantry here, great additional storage. All of your appliances will convey. That's going to be a GE fridge with ice and water in the door. Actually, all of our appliances are GE. We have, of course, the granite countertop, our stainless dishwasher, nice deep stainless sink, and then directly ahead, this would be our dining space. So your dinette would go right here, right before going out to the deck. And so we've got a nice open concept here in this space. And we're going to pop out here to the deck and see what else we have in store. Okay, one of the things I immediately notice is our flooring out here. This is going to be the plastic composite that I've talked about before. Now, the beauty of this material is that you never have to worry about it chipping, getting rotten, needing paint, needing stain, water damage. It is extremely durable. It's actually pretty expensive too, so it's nice to have this material. Of course, our exterior, low maintenance vinyl, and we sit here cul-de-sac directly ahead, but here to the rear, you've got a really nice private buffer that almost gives you a natural feel here as a result. Okay, let's go back inside and see what else we have in store. AC feels really good here in this home today. Our carpet looks fabulous, and I'm not seeing any signs of wear or staining, so it is good to go. And directly ahead, this is our upstairs laundry. Now, I love this because it is a full-blown laundry room. You have, of course, your washer dryer would go there, a little bit of storage overhead, and then to the left, you've got some more storage. So you can put a good amount of supplies and linen here in this walk-in laundry. To the right, this is going to be our first floor primary. And the owner has put up paper just to keep it a little cooler. We, of course, have a vacant home here, and the AC is on. So if we keep that sunlight out, it just makes it a little bit more efficient to keep her nice and cool. Here in our primary, we do have a ceiling fan, and of course, we have an ensuite. Let's take a look and see what we have here. All right, good looking vanity, ceramic tile on the floor. On the opposite side is going to be our walk-in shower, and it features ceramic tile as well. Good looking shower. And here to my left is our walk-in closet. So this is modern floor plan where we're seeing the walk-in closet right off of the ensuite bathroom. So that makes it nice and convenient. We've got some custom rods in there, and then we have an access panel right overhead. Wow, what a great floor plan. If you are the type of person that remembers doing the Cabbage Patch or doing the RoboCop back in the day, those are dances for those of you that are too young to remember. And those knees and those hips could work much better then than they do now. Then first to level living might be a very smart option. If you have questions about this or any other home in the market, my name is Max Williams. Be sure to go ahead and click the link and register for the webinar. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways too, by the way, for the webinar. So I'm really excited about that. Max Williams, 804-402-7788. You can reach on Facebook under Richmond Area Foreclosures, on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Y'all be safe. Have a great day.